Now we're tracking some dangerous heat.
You can feel it out there. I got in my car, came to work today. I'm like, oh my gosh. There's a heat advisory in effect this afternoon. Actually feels like triple digits out there.
Yeah, Stephanie Whitfield has a warning from doctors about what happens to your body when it gets this hot.
Summers in Houston can be brutal. I'm sure I'm not alone in saying that I start sweating the second I step outside. As unpleasant as that is, it's actually a good thing. That's how your body cools your largest organ down, your skin. Doctors at Memorial Hermann Hospital say 5 things happen to your body when temperatures hit 90 degrees. Aside from sweating, you get thirsty. The bad news is, by the time that happens, it's too late. You're already dehydrated. Doctors recommend limiting caffeine and alcohol and drink a quart of water for each hour you're outside. Next, you squint. It's important to help your eyes out and wear your sunglasses. Exposure to UV rays can increase the risk of cataracts. Number 4, you get sunburned. It's something Houstonians are very familiar with. But what you may not know is you lose fluids faster when you're sunburned, so slather on that sunscreen. Now this last one is really important. When it's over 90 degrees, you're at risk of heat exhaustion or heat stroke. So listen to your body if you feel weak or shaky or even start acting goofy or drunk without any alcohol. If it gets to that point, you should call 911 or go to an emergency room because those symptoms are serious and so is this heat.